Assalamu alaikum everyone. Welcome to Connect Scholar. Today we're going to discuss paraphrasing for research introduction writing. Paraphrasing, my friends, is a very important topic. You must know the skill of paraphrasing if you're planning to do research in near future. Paraphrasing can also be used in content creation, content writing, academic writing, or professional communication, which means paraphrasing is not just limited to research, but it has other rules as well. So today's video will cover all the aspects of paraphrasing, including the research angle. As far as the research is concerned, the paraphrasing is only used in the introduction part of your research article. Let's get started with our topic now. If you're new on our channel, please consider subscribing. Now let's understand what is paraphrasing. Paraphrasing means rewriting someone else's ideas in your own words. It's like rephrasing someone else's words without changing the context or meaning of what they're trying to convey. The more clearly you rephrase your sentences, the more it shows that you have understood the concept of what the author is trying to say. And not just that, paraphrasing helps avoid plagiarism. Now we are going to make another separate video on plagiarism and how to avoid plagiarism. But for now, let's just understand that plagiarism is like copying somebody's content, which can be detected by a plagiarism checker or plagiarism detector. Stealing someone's content or copying someone's content can be assumed as academic misconduct or ethical violation. Although it's a rule of research that we cannot use our own ideas while writing the introduction part of research, but it's still unethical to copy someone's lines as they were written by them. So you always have to rephrase or paraphrase their lines without changing the meaning of what they're trying to say. Here's an example. So the original author says, "Obesity is a major public health issue worldwide." Now let's understand how a paraphrased line can be written. Across the globe, obesity has become a serious concern for public health. Now please note that both the lines have same context, yet they both are different than each other. They have different words, they have different structure of sentences. So this is how you paraphrase sentences. Here are some tips for paraphrasing effectively. You need to focus and have all your concentration towards this specific task. You need to read the sentence carefully, understand what the author is trying to say, and then rephrase, rewrite, or paraphrase that particular sentence. Use synonyms and change the structure of the sentence. My favorite technique of doing this effectively is using active and passive voices. Yes, exactly, you heard it right. Let me give you an example. She is eating an apple. An apple is being eaten by her. This way you changed the structure of the sentence while the meaning remains same. If you still want to change it a bit more, add a synonym. Instead of the word eating, you can use the word consuming. She is eating an apple. An apple is being consumed by her. This is one of my tried and tested techniques of paraphrasing effectively. Furthermore, you need to avoid copying exact phrases. Try to change the phrase, try to change the sentence, try to use different words, maintain a formal academic tone, right? You're not talking to a friend, a family member, you're talking to people from academia, people from your profession or other professions. So you need to maintain a formal tone. As I mentioned earlier in our introduction writing video, that you need to have a grip on your language. You need to understand how to connect sentences with each other. Lastly, always cite the source of the original author. Here's a quick summary of everything that we learned today in our today's video. Understand the sentence before paraphrasing. Use your own words and sentence structure. Follow a logical flow in your introduction writing. Start from the background of your research topic, then come to the problem, and then define the study gap or the aim of your study. All of this has been explained very thoroughly in our previous video, which was related to the introduction writing. Make sure to check it out. Last but not the least, cite your sources or give the references of wherever you're taking your article lines from. I want to mention one thing. There are so many videos on YouTube claiming that artificial intelligence can help you paraphrase without the sentences being detected by the plagiarism checker. So my verdict on this is that maybe you will pass the test of the plagiarism checker, but most of times the content is detected as AI generated, and many journals refuse to publish your article if that's the case. So I would never recommend you using tools like that, even if they are reliable. Try to work hard, try to paraphrase each line manually, do it yourself. It's going to benefit you in future. Thank you so much for watching this video. Our next video is going to be on the topic of objective or aim of the study, which is also a part of introduction writing in the research. Make sure to check it out. If you have any suggestions or any queries, you can email us at the given email address. If you liked this video, please like, share, comment and subscribe to our channel. Share it with your research enthusiast friends. Thank you so much. Allah Hafiz.